Hi everyone. So today is October 29th. It is 9 o'clock in the morning and I decided to post a video because I'm about to go through some dramatic changes. And I am considering making a separate Instagram profile and posting on my YouTube about this journey to help other people because I'm having a surgery, and the surgery that I look into, there doesn't seem to be a lot of the information that I am looking for that's out there. And a lot of people don't seem to show everything. And I honestly am a slightly paranoid person and, slightly have anxiety. So it's like I want to know everything before I get into something. And I'm just a very detail-oriented person. And so the surgery I'm getting is the gastric sleeve. I'm getting it November 4th, which is a Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, today is currently Wednesday. My measurements, I am 5'3" and currently 220 pounds. I would say in 2024, I think I got really, really bad, and to be honest with you, part of it was just stuff I was going through and relationship weight, honestly, and it was a toxic relationship weight for sure, but my highest was around 260, and that was really scary, wearing 2X, 3X. I know it doesn't sound so terrible to some people, but for me it was. And I did end up during 2025 taking weight loss shots. I was taking Ozempic, I did Septide, quite a few, because once you've run your course and gotten to the highest one, then you have to switch brands to kind of like vamp up and continue losing weight. So I was able to lose, I think at first it was a total of 60 pounds. And then once I came off the weight loss medicine, as normal, some people gain around 10 to 15 pounds back. So my current weight right now is 220 pounds. And my ideal weight for my height, in my mind, should be 110. I know a lot of people should say like 120, 130, even 140 is great. But in my mind, my ultimate goal, I'd be really pleasant with 115. But I'm nervous. It's happening Tuesday. I have to go in at 5. Yeah, I have to go in at 4:30 in the morning, but my surgery is at 5:30 in the morning. And I kind of just wanted to post this video, make records of like why am I getting emotional? Where I am now. And obviously I'm doing this because I'm not happy, with myself. And I'm not one of those people that are like trying to take the easy way out. I'm doing this because, oh my God, I'm doing this for several reasons. For my health. Overall, because of being overweight, I've had a lot of issues in my life between being overweight and stress-induced stuff. I've dealt with alopecia, I've dealt with, GERD, I've dealt with, just a lot of things that can be stress and weight related. A lot. And I currently have interstitial cystitis, so that's a real big pain in the ass to deal with. So I'm on a very strict diet so I don't inflame my bladder. For people that don't know what interstitial cystitis is basically inflammation of your bladder. And I was diagnosed with it this time last year, and I rarely have flare-ups, but when I do, it is a pain. And for anybody that has it knows, like, when you're having a flare-up, you're extremely bloated, you're in pain, you have to use a restroom every 15 minutes. And I've had a lot of ailments, and I truly think it's both stress induced and weight related, in my opinion. And the other thing is, besides trying to get rid of like all these health ailments, is my daughter, you know. Obviously, it's a known fact, you know, being overweight is more dangerous than the surgery itself. Getting the surgery itself extends your life, makes you healthier, and just more active and more present. And I just want to be that while I still have her, because she is 14, in high school, 9th grade, and we're both planning to hopefully be abroad one day. But she wants to go abroad for college, and I totally support that, because I would love that for her. And just in case she ends up going before me, because I'm currently working on my dual citizenship through naturalization of my grandparents that were born in Sweden. And I'm doing it on my own. I'm not hiring a lawyer or anything. So it's not too difficult of a process, but it's a process. You know, because I feel like I've lived my 30 years here in America and seen what I need to see. I've lived in New York all my life, and now I live in California. And I'm just ready for something new. I'm ready for new me and a new start again. You know, because I mean, moving from New York to California was a huge change. And yeah, I'm just ready for another change. And so we're working on that, and I want to be as present, active, and just not like I'm not already, but I just want to be there even more, you know, for my daughter, and then also lead the way for a healthy lifestyle for her as well, because her father's side is full of diabetics, and she currently is showing signs of pre-diabetics, but her blood work is not showing it, so that's great. But we want to keep it that way. And so, you know, hopefully this lifestyle change of mine is going to affect everybody in my household. But overall, I'm excited for the surgery. I'm nervous for the surgery. But as other people say, I'm just looking beyond the surgery. I'm not trying to think about the surgery itself too much. I'm thinking beyond it and how amazing my life is going to be after that. And then, of course, because there's going to be body changes, I plan on doing a mommy makeover probably this time next year. So, on that note, I basically want to start off by talking about my my pre-surgery liquid diet, just so other people understand kind of what I went through, and so it could help others. So my doctor, I know everybody's different, but my doctor gave me 2 weeks of a pre-surgery liquid diet. Liquids only, basically 3 protein shakes a day, up to 90 grams of protein, but under 30 grams of carbs a day. I have a lot of stuff. I can list everything that I've purchased, if everyone's curious, because I'm an overdoer. I purchase quite a lot. But it's always better to be this is what I stand by, and even when it comes to like traveling with my friends, it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. And my friends know me for that, because when we take our Vegas trips, best believe if they need hairspray, I've got it. Or if they need Lysol wipes, I sure as hell packed it. So I'm just that person that has everything. But yeah, my pre-liquid diet is 2 weeks. I explained the grams. So I will say day 1, 2, and 3 were the hardest. You know, because of course, like anybody else, you want to eat all your favorite foods before you go into a liquid diet. So I made sure I got my Nashville hot wings from Chili's, which I love. I made sure I got my sushi, which I love, you know, and just had my favorite food items before I started this liquid diet. And the first 3 days, you know, were definitely the hardest. Day 3, I cracked. I was so hungry, and I ended up making 2 scrambled eggs because I just could not do it anymore. And then I would say I went back to my liquid diet. You know, I was still on my liquid diet, just only had those 2 scrambled eggs. And then day 5, I had my mental breakdown, which I knew was going to happen because, I mean, that's just normal for such a dramatic change. You know, you're starving, you're cranky. It's just, and it wasn't just stopping, like eating for me. I have, I won't go into it, but I have things that I self-medicate for. And, you know what, screw it. I have PTSD, and I self-medicate for that, and stress that comes from that, and I self-medicate with marijuana. I don't really smoke too much. I used to, as you know, in my teens, I smoked a lot of weed, but as I'm older, I don't like the smell anymore, and I prefer the edibles or even the drinks. I really prefer the drinks over the gummies and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I'll, you know, hit a joint or whatever, or smoke a joint. But I was going sober on top of quitting food. So I kind of warned everybody in my house, like, you know, I'm going to turn into a you know what. And so, like, just understand that I'm going through a healing process kind of right now, and to just give me some patience. Long story short, yeah, day 5, I had a mental breakdown. Was crying my eyes out, just couldn't handle it. But then I woke up on day 6, and on day 6, I felt like a brand new person, and the liquids are actually keeping me full. So, yeah, I only have like 5 more days till surgery. I'm still on my liquid diet, still having 3 protein shakes a day, and I'm keeping myself full in between the protein shakes and away from eating by having a lot of sugar-free Jell-O or sugar-free pudding, and broth. I love broth, all different kinds, seafood, chicken, veggie, beef stock, everything. I love broth, because what they're doing by the pre-liquid diet is trying to shrink your liver. So, so they can kind of do their surgery and it's not in their way. Long story short, it's going well. I'm not craving food anymore. Like, I went to the grocery store the other day. My mom didn't want to buy these chocolate donuts because she's like, I'm not going to eat those in front of you. And I'm like, that's not going to bother me. You can have your chocolate donuts. So I made her buy the chocolate donuts. So she tried to put them in the trunk of my car. And I'm like, no, Mom. You can have your donut. I know you want it. My mom's this frail little thing. She's so sweet. And so, I took them out of the trunk and I brought them to the front and I made her eat it because I know she wanted it. And, yeah, food just doesn't bother me anymore. I'm not sitting here being like, oh my God, that looks so good. Oh my God, I wish I could have it. Like, my body has definitely adjusted to the liquid diet, very well. And so I wanted to take a video today. I'm going to stand up and show you what I currently look like. Again, I am 5'3", 220 pounds. And a lot of my friends, I'm going to say, have not supported the surgery. They're kind of saying it's dangerous and that I'm not that big and I don't need to get it and I look fine. I'm not okay with that. I don't feel like I look fine. I'm not happy like this. I've worked out. I'm super freaking active. Just so you know, I'm a glazier and I've been a glazier my entire life. So I'm lifting 100 pounds of glass every week with my dad. I've worked with my dad and his glass company all my life, since I was 7 years old. So this is nothing new to anybody. So I have a very active job, working outside in this hot California sun, installing commercial windows, residential windows, custom shower enclosures, you name it. But I'm currently in a career switch right now because my dad is retiring and we're deciding to sell the business because it's just not a woman's place to take over this kind of a job company, in my opinion. You know, there's other women like, oh yeah, I'm good. I don't want to install showers another 40 years. I'm okay. So I'm currently getting my bachelor's right now in data analytics with a goal of becoming a data scientist. But a lot of people are not supporting the surgery for me, and I just really don't give a shit. I'm gonna do it anyways because I know it's going to make me happy on the inside and the outside. And So I'm going to show you what I currently look like, and then I plan on, of course, taking a lot of video and photos along the way and keeping you updated, and hopefully this helps somebody. And I know this is the kind of videos that people hate because I talked a lot about myself in it, but this is not just for everybody else. This is for me as well. This is recording where I'm currently at and like my journey, my own personal journey. So I want to look back at this video and be like, wow, she did this, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I know I chatted a lot of other things besides the surgery, but this is, again, this is my journey, but I also want to help others. And because I know other friends that are also, that have done the surgery, they came out great, they have amazing results. And then I also have friends that are not willing to do the surgery because they're terrified of it. So I hope that this gives them the strength to maybe give it a second chance and everything goes well for me, so they can consider it and hopefully change and better their lives. So let me stand up and just show you what I look like currently. Let me put that away. So this is me. Let me, oh, I am 200, again, 20 pounds. Sorry, I'm just fixing myself. 120 pounds. And a lot of my friends tell me that honestly they never knew that I was even at my highest when I was like 260. When people found out that that was my weight, they had no idea. They literally had no idea that I weighed that much, because I do carry my weight well. I have curve to me, and I've always had that. Even now, people don't know that I'm 220 pounds. I just carry my weight well. But yeah, so I'm having the surgery in a few days. In a year from now, I'm definitely going to be doing a mommy makeover. And I can't wait to share this journey with everybody. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. I'm definitely not going to be one of these people that go and start like a, hey, I'm a fitness coach, like, come do what I did. I've got my own career. I'm going to be a data scientist. I'm going to do that. Yeah, you know, that could make me money and get me famous, or not famous, but whatever, you know, clout or like whatever. I don't want to be that. I want to be invisible. You know, I'm just doing this simply to help others and record my own journey. That's it. I'm definitely not going to be, you know, I'm definitely going to share my recipes and other things, you know, because that's something I would do with my friends anyways. But I'm not going to like start a whole fitness coach journey and do all that, because I don't have the energy, the time, or the interest in sitting here. And I've done that. I did that with YouTube, editing videos, posting it, you know, like, I'm just not interested in that at all. So, yeah, I'm just simply recording my journey, and hopefully this helps other people in some way, shape, or form. I did, if this helps anybody, write down my current measurements, and this is my book, which I'm going to be tracking pretty much everything that happens during every throw up, every, you know, every anything. I'm going to be tracking in this book, you know, every weight drop, you know, weekly weight drops, any kind of like, oh, I feel weird this day. I'm writing it in this book, and I'm sharing it with you guys so you understand what I went through, and, you know, hopefully it gives other people the courage to do it as well that are considering it, and that have struggled with weight all my life. But my current measurements, my breasts are 44 inches, waist is 42 inches, and my hips are 52 inches. And as far as I was saying, back to being active, yes, I've been a glazier all my life. I work really, really hard, and I'm very active outside of that. I ride my bike 14 miles in the morning, and then sometimes I'll ride in the afternoon if I'm bored. Sometimes I'll take a break from it. I walk my dogs. I've got my great big shepherd, Riley, who I love so much. And then the little pain in the ass Chihuahua, Piper, she goes with me on my bike rides in the little basket in the back. We enjoy that so much. She loves it. And I walk a lot. I love hiking. I love nature. I just came back from a trip where I went to Norway, Iceland, and Amsterdam. And when I was in Norway and Iceland, I was hiking everywhere. Everywhere I went, I was hiking. I was finding trails. I gotta say my favorite was Norway, in a town called Leirvik. If I'm saying that correctly, I'm so sorry if I'm not. And I went through a Viking cemetery, and it was like a 10-mile hike through a Viking cemetery. It was the coolest thing ever. I loved it. But yeah, like I'm very, very active, and I personally don't understand. Yeah, I like to eat, you know, but I don't feel like I eat to be this, you know what I mean? And I've had my thyroid checked. I've had all that stuff checked, and I don't, it just doesn't make sense to me. Even when my parents are like, you're too active and you don't eat that much, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm just doing what I gotta do to make the change, and hopefully this helps me keep my weight down, under control the rest of my life, because I've been this way my whole life. I've been this way since I was about 6 or 7 years old, or no, even 5. I've got pictures of me when I'm 5, when I've got thick little legs and thick little belly. Like, I've always been on the thick side. I've never in my life been skinny. I've never been overweight either, but I've always been on the thick side, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of carrying this weight. I'm tired of having, especially as an alternative girl too, clothes for alternative girls are always I would say like directed towards very petite women, very small girls, and like finding cute goth clothes for somebody that's in an XL, 1X is really like finding a needle in a haystack, you know? And it sucks. It really sucks. And you know, because I want to feel pretty on the outside, as pretty as I feel on the inside. And I know a lot of people are not supporting me in this, but the people that matter are supporting. And I know from other people and watching other people's experience, they lose a lot of friends along the way. And to be honest with you, I just hope that the people that I do care about change and not be so cruel towards this decision I'm making, and just support me, and not hate me for stupid things like not being able to smoke weed, not being able to drink alcohol, not being able to, like, you know, just stupid stuff that doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love to go catch happy hour with my friends and get a drink, or like I like to have my edibles, you know, but it's not important. That's not what's important in life. So at least not to me, you know. To me, what's important is getting my daughter off to college abroad, finishing college myself, becoming a data scientist, and taking care of my loved ones, my animals, my parents, everybody. So those are my goals, you know. Not being able to go out and drink with my friends, that's just, I don't care. Eventually, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna go back to marijuana and having my drinks and my edibles and things like that, in portion though, in like super portion, because yeah, they do make me feel good on days that I'm mentally struggling, and they do help me a lot. And you know, it's a hell of a lot better than other vices that people choose to do, that have struggles like I have. So overall, I hope anything that I've said has helped somebody in some way, and I'm going to continue to take videos, take photos, do updates, and I'm going to be making separate accounts to keep track of this journey overall. And this is going to be possibly a 2 to 3 year journey, but I know at the end of it, it's gonna be so worth it. It's just, yeah, I just can't wait for this to pass, and I feel like an idiot for crying on this, but yeah, I just can't wait for this part to pass, and even the surgery part to just pass, where I'm like feeling better. But yeah, the not eating the food thing is not bothering me no more, and I'm now getting currently full on liquids. So everything's going really well, and I will keep you all updated. I will take another video the day before surgery, surgery day, when I get out of surgery. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be there with me. My parents are dropping me off, and then they'll come visit me later on in the day and then pick me up the next day, but nobody's going to be there with me right after. So I am going to just, when I am awake from the anesthesia and feeling okay, I am going to take a video showing you how I'm doing, where I'm doing, and again, I'm going to be jotting down in my notebook, or even if I can't, my notebook, and I'm too tired or too weak or whatever, jotting down in my phone every little thing that happens so people understand the complete journey. Because I feel like when I watch other people's, you know, they're just not answering certain stuff, or I feel like not like saying like even the deepest, dirtiest details, and I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because I know it's gonna help other people that are like-minded, that are overthinkers, overdoers, and just need all the details. And I know it's gonna help people. So yeah, so wish me luck. I will take another update video the day before surgery. Like I said, I'm currently 220 pounds, so we'll see what I am in a few days, continuing this liquid diet. And then I will take another video when I get to the hospital, I guess, if they allow me to have my phone. If not, then I'll take a video after the surgery. I'm just gonna take as much as I can, as I'm allowed to, without being a nuisance to the nurses. You know, like, oh, hold on, I can take that gown right now, I need to film this vlog. Like, no, fuck. If they need me to do something to make their day easier, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna film as much as I can, and if whatever I can't film, I'm just gonna jot down in my phone, and then whatever I can't jot down in my phone at the time, I am going to just try and memorize it so I could jot it down later. But currently, I'm a girly that always has long black nails. No nails right now, no paint on my toenails. I am actually going at 12 o'clock today to get my dermal removed from my face, as well as remove all my piercings this weekend and clean all that up. And I have to go pick up my antibacterial soap today because they want me to wash down with that before my surgery. And then they told me I have to stop eating at 12 o'clock the day before, not night, afternoon. So I'm gonna pretty much fill up as much as I can with like pudding, jello, my shakes, whatever, up until noon. And then I can't have food or water up until the surgery. So wish me luck. I will keep you all updated, and I just hope my friends stay my friends and y'all don't judge me for this and talk shit. But you know what? In a way, the people that don't and are not going to support me through this surgery sure as hell had a way of like removing fake people from my life. You know what I mean? But I do know the people that are supporting me, and I thank you all for that. Ew. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not eating. I'm so emotional. But I thank all the people that are supporting me, even though they don't agree with it. I don't give a shit if you don't agree with it. But if you're going to say, you know, I don't agree with it, but I support you, I respect that. I respect that. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm dating some piece of shit boy. I'm like, oh my god, he's the greatest. And they're like, yeah, he's the greatest. And they know he's not. Like, no, this is not that kind of situation. Like, this is literally something that's going to enhance my life, my way of living, everything. It's going to change everything in a good way, in my perspective. So wish me luck, and I will see you guys the day before surgery. I will make another video. And then I'm also nervous for getting this removed today. I've had it for about 6 years. So here we go. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.